Heyman Khan here for Seconds Out with WBO Super Lightweight Champion Josh Taylor. Josh, sir, how you doing?
Yeah, I'm good, mate. Just here at the boxing. Got little Frankie Stringers on the show tonight, so out here supporting the lads from the gym.
Good to see you doing well. Good to see you on your feet. You had the injury, plantar fasciitis. I know that's a really bad injury sometimes. It differentiates between athletes, but where are you in terms of your road to recovery?
It was a pretty significant injury. It was a full thickness tear, literally hanging on by a thread by it being a complete rupture of the tendon. So it was a bad injury. So yeah, we're here now. It's like 10 weeks. I've been getting a lot of treatment, a lot of like electric shock therapy treatment, which helps speed up the healing process. In a lot of ways, I would have been better maybe breaking my heel bone or something like that, because I'd healed up quicker. So yeah, it's the tendons, which is still sore. It's still painful now. Like, I'm back doing boxing, which is good, but I can't move around too much. I can't do all my other kind of stuff in terms of plyometric training, running training, all that kind of stuff. So I've altered my training in terms of that, in terms of recovery, but we're getting there now, so that's good.
That's the type of injury that can recur really easy, almost innocuously. Do you have the confidence that it won't reoccur? And do you have to kind of block it out of thinking that it might recur when you do your training?
Yeah, no, I'm just taking my time. What I'm doing is I'm just sort of not pushing it too far. I've sort of adjusted my training, adjusted things that I can do. Obviously trying to replace the running with, like, say, your swimming and bike work and things like that. So it's just sorry. It's just a case of adjusting my training and being careful with it, which I've been doing now. It's been almost 9-10 weeks now, so I've been getting a lot of rehab, a lot of physiotherapy, oxygen chambers and that kind of stuff to try and speed up the healing process.
Did you see that boxing fans online, they're vociferous at the best of times, and I saw you and Jack Catterall, you had your back and forth, and I think from that they maybe doubted the injury. Did you see that? What was your reaction to you seeing boxing fans doubt your injury to a degree?
Yeah, people can say what they want. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a monkeys. People can say what they want. People are going to make up their mind anyway. It doesn't matter what they say. People are going to get on that keyboard and say whatever they want, so I don't care. I know what's real, and my team around me know what's real, and that's all that matters.
It's not Jack Catterall next, it is Teofimo Lopez, it seems, not signed, sealed, delivered just yet. Can you tell us as much as you can about it? And was it supposed to be Easter Road? What happened there?
Yeah, well, I don't know. Obviously, we were looking like that going to be over here at Easter Road, and then it took up a different thing. It took up a different direction. It's now looking like it's going to be MSG, Madison Square Garden, over in New York. So I'm happy with that, and then come back and get the stadium fight at Easter Road in the future. But yeah, it's a huge fight. It's looking like it's going to be a massive fight. It's looking to be announced hopefully soon. And yeah, that's what it's looking like next. That's all I can say really. But yeah, I'm excited for it. I'm dead up for it.
I see the smile on your face. I feel like you're kind of stifling it so it doesn't get any bigger. But is Teofimo Lopez the type of opponent that really gets you going? And where do you feel you have the edges over him in the ring?
Listen, he's a great fighter. He is a very, very good fighter. Unified, champion at lightweight. Beat Lomachenko. Although Lomachenko, I don't believe was at his best, but he still won. He still got the result, and you've got to give credit where credit's due. So, he's good. He's a very, very good fighter. How you doing, Lee? All right. Just 2 minutes, mate. Yeah, 2 minutes. Yeah, I'll come and see you in a minute. Unified champion at lightweight. He hasn't been great since he's moved up. He hasn't looked great since he's moved up to light welter. Looks like he's doubting himself a little bit, but I take all that with a pinch of salt. He'll be up for this fight. He knows I'm the top dog at 140. So I'm still the man. I've let go of my belts, but everybody else has got the belts that they know really they're my belts still. So even you, Progray, you're number 2 still. That's my belt. So yeah, I'm still the man at 140. So he'll be up for it. So I'm expecting the best version of Lopez.
You mentioned Progray. He'll be taking on your former opponent, Jack Catterall. 2 of your former opponents clashing there. Who do you favour in the fight?
I think Progray wins that fight with ease. I think he wins that fight with ease. Just stylistically, I think it's quite a good matchup actually, stylistically. But I think Progress is too smart and too good, and on his night, he's a very good fighter.
So if Jack Catterall was to lose that fight, would you say that the rematch is dead? There would be no interest in from your side for that rematch, or is it still there regardless?
It'll be there. It'll still be there, but he has to keep winning. If he loses again, then the interest loses. You know, there's lost interest if he loses again. So it is still there, but he needs to really be winning, because if I beat Lopez, I'll be looking for another big fight in that as well. So he needs to win.
There was much conversation after the Jack Catterall fight in terms of your future upper division. Is that dead in the water? Will you stay at super lightweight?
I'm still be looking to move up to welter eventually. I've still got a couple of years left in me, and I want to go up. I want to become a 2-weight world champion. So that's still a goal of mine. It never was not an option. I will be moving up to welterweight at some point.
Moving on, you were at one point supposed to be drafted into Tyson Fury's camp to help him spar for Oleksandr Usyk if Tyson Fury's words were to believe. Did you get that call? And the question here is Fury versus Usyk. It's not happening for a fighter who I think sometimes has the finger on the pulse of boxing fans' opinions. You must be really disappointed that the fight's not going ahead.
Yeah, it's a little bit disappointing, and I think I found out just as much as you as being to be a sparring partner. I just seen the story. I was a bit like, okay, whatever. I don't know what he's going to be doing for me. Firstly, I'm injured. I'm 5'10" and I'm a lightweight, so I don't know what any use I would have been. But I don't know what any use. He's about twice my size. It'd be like getting stung off a wasp. So I don't know what any help that would have been for him. But it was a little bit disappointing that it was a great fight for the sport, and a great history moment for the two guys to create a little bit of history in the sport, especially on Usyk's side. To become the first 2-weight undisputed world champion in the world. So, that was a massive historic moment in the sport, especially for Usyk. So, it's a little bit disappointing that it's not happened.
There was another showdown that brought a lot of attention, that being the discourse between Simon Jordan and Eddie Hearn. Did you catch that? And if you did it change your position in any way of your thoughts on CONOR Benn's claims to clear his name and prove himself innocent?
I never seen it. I never watched it, or I've never heard it. But still don't. CONOR Benn still has. The WBC have maybe said something. I don't know really much about it all, but he still hasn't really cleared his name, really, has he? It is what it is. That's all I'll say on the matter. It's not looking too good, is it?
Bringing this back to yourself, do you feel that because of the last performance there are doubters about yourself? Do you feel that you have to send a statement, whoever your next opponent is, and prove those doubters wrong?
Listen, I'll be back to myself. Don't worry about that. And people are going to say what they're going to say regardless. So I don't really care what people say. Me at my best, I beat anybody in the world, and most people know that. Most people know me at my best and me at my top form beats anybody in the world.
Josh, a real pleasure to speak to you. Thank you for speaking to SecondsOut. So all the best.
Cheers, mate.
Thank you.